All right, starting in 25 seconds, we're gonna get into 1 minute, 15-second hold, and then 30 seconds to the side. Repeating that, side, hold, the last one, we'll go side to side. Or split the difference. We'll see when we get there, right? I'm gonna go ahead and read my devotion while I'm doing these this time, but we're getting up there. 5. Pull it back. All right. So, first 1 minute, 15 seconds is under play. All right. Hebrews 12, 1-2. Therefore, since we have such a large cloud of witnesses surrounding us, let us lay aside every hindrance and the sin that is so easily ensnares us. Let us run with endurance the race that lies before us, keeping our eyes on Jesus, the source and perfecter of our faith. For the joy that lay before him, he endured the cross, despising the shame that sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. And sat down at the right hand of the throne of God, keeping our eyes on Jesus, the source and perfecter of our faith. For the joy that lay before him, he endured the cross, despising the shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. All right, take it to one side. Reach it up. Think about that verse for a second. And we're going to read the next part of it. It goes over it. Come on back down. Commentary. Endurance is crucial in our walk with God. The author of Hebrews exhorts that Christians must lay aside the things that hinder us and the sins that easily ensnare us. We are immune to being caught up by sin. Or we are not immune to being caught up by sin, nor are we immune from being hindered by the throes of life. However, instead of being caught up and stumbling in our walks, we are called to run with endurance. We are only able to do this by fixing our eyes on Jesus Christ, who lived a part of a perfect, sinless life. He victoriously lived through the temptations that you and I face daily. He suffered, experiencing shame and even death. Because of his endurance, we are called to endure too. All right, so if we think about that, we'll go to the other side and then we'll come into the guided prayer. All right, side. Hold it up there. You can always be going to child's pose if you want to, not to the side, but I like to take it to the sides. After this, we'll be down. We're done with 2. We're going to be on to number 3. We have 5 of these, remember? Okay, back into it. Guided prayer. Father, your words tell me of your unwavering faithfulness and give me a large cloud of witness from which I can learn. May I lay aside every hindrance and sin that so easily ensnares me. I confess I am weak. I am far too easily entangled in my sin, and I allow obstacles to throw me off the path that you have called me to walk. Father, would you keep me focused? Would you cause me to run with endurance the race that you would have given me? May I fix my eyes on you, Jesus, and may my attention not be persuaded in any direction. May I remember the saints who have gone before me and may that encourage my heart when it grows weary. May I lean on Christ, the author and perfect of my faith. Thank you for your work on the cross, the greatest display of love. You endurance, take it to the side. You endured the cross and despised the shame, and now you are at the right hand of the throne of God. Thank you for this example, and may I endure as you endured until you return or call me home.
New Goldfish Megabytes, the bigger, bolder.
Back to the mic. Flip the page. Questions to prompt prayer. This passage reminds us why it's vital for believers to know that the Word of God. So, do you know what the Word says about the saints who have gone before us? And more importantly, do you know who Christ is? Go for prayer. Ask for guidance. And understanding. And knowledge. What is a hindrance and sin in your life right now that is ensnaring you? Be honest. What sin is holding you back right now? What is ensnaring you? Take that to the Lord and ask for guidance. And take this plank to the side. I've got one more. I know I've got a couple more questions. Pausing to think about them. Right now, what sin is holding you back? Ask the Lord to help guide you. Walk through it, past it, through it, and move on away from it. Back to the regular plank. One last one. What our spiritual life is a marathon and not a sprint. What pace are you running right now? So, are you sprinting forward as fast as possible and then falling off? Or are you running the path straight forward, evenly paced towards the Lord? We need Jesus to endure and finish the race. Are you looking to him for his work on the cross to sustain you? Are you looking for the Lord to help sustain you? Or where are you taking it? Come on, ask the Lord for guidance. We're gonna take this next one side to side. We're gonna hold for 5 seconds. 5 seconds. To one side. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other side. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And finish it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back down. Push back. Dolphin. Back down. Knees down. Puppy. Back down. Knees down. Palm up with the hands. Push back to child's pose and draw those fingers up. Take a seat. One leg over the other. Elbow on that knee. Stretch it back. Other side. Get that elbow there and pull back. You also get a good glute stretch too. Oh, excellent job. We'll work through that plank. Write our devotion. Take it to heart. Ask the Lord to guide you on the right path with endurance and strength.